This is a Newsline 9 Memorial Day special. Terror hits home. A time to heal.
Many of the people who went in the building that day weren't wearing uniforms. They weren't being paid to do what they did. They simply saw what needed to be done and did it. Joey Fansler was on his way to roof a house that morning. He was like hundreds of other ordinary people who had to perform extraordinary deeds.
So we got down to about 4th and Robinson, and the windows were blowing out everywhere. People were running around everywhere. So I told my little brother, he was with me, I said, man, this is unbelievable. I thought it was a boiler that had blown up, And then we saw what had happened, and we jumped out of the truck and run back up there, and people were just everywhere. It was, pelted with glass, like I had been shot with shotguns, and people are just, havoc and mania, they were havoc everywhere, and just people everywhere, running, screaming, bleeding, asking for help. There was just so many people, hurt, and so many people needing help that, there was no way you could just stand there and, rubberneck. We run up to the front of the federal building, and a black guy in a Air Force suit, I believe, or a Marine, maybe, I don't know. He come out, and he had dirt all over him, and he was saying, oh, help me, please help me get these people out of here, So we run up to about the third floor, I guess, and we couldn't go any further because all the stairwells were collapsed, and that bomb swept through that building. There was no real way in. There was just debris and rubble that had blown everything from the north side of the building all the way through the building. We had to dig us a path to get down, into the 1st and 2nd floor. I was going, the children are here on the 2nd floor in the nursery, and I was going, oh my God, So we went in there, and we were all, everybody, there was probably 25 or 30 people, a whole bunch of firemen, highway patrol, Oklahoma City police. There was a whole bunch of individuals in there trying to, you just didn't know where to start. It was just so wrecked and so demolished, that everything with air conditioning ducts, lights, all the electrical, the mechanic, all the walls were blown out. Just looking for some place to start, looking for somebody. Well, they were all under all that, and saw a mother with her little, I guess it was a mother and a child, it was a black lady and her little baby, and those were the first ones we found. And it was just right at the entrance of the daycare center. They were there, and just everything was all on top of them, and we just dug them out from underneath there. So we went to looking for other little ones, and I found 3 or 4 of the little guys, Bless their little hearts, It was just, they never knew a thing, though, It was all over so fast. They never felt a hint of pain. It was just like a candle. It's burning, and then it's gone. They were with God after that, so. That's the only consolation we have, is to know that they're in a better place now than where we are. That's all we have to deal with now is the memories. There was so much rubble and so much stuff on top of it. It was just so, you were waist deep in it, you were knee deep in it. I got cuts all over my shins and my hands, from digging through the stuff. And they were underneath all that stuff, so that's where you had to look, you had to dig down to the floor, and oh Lord, it was just unbelievable. At that point, I felt like nothing in this building's coming out alive, this is it. Whatever was coming out of here alive walked out of here, and that's pretty much in essence what it all boiled down to being. Thank God there was a couple of them that they pulled out of the basement, a couple of little girls there, but the smoke hadn't even settled yet, and I was just going, good Lord, this is just complete death, these people didn't deserve this, you know. That was the devil's hand, you know, casting a dagger of death into the heart of the United States of America. The mothers that lost their children, the children that lost their mothers, the fathers that lost their wives, the grandparents that lost their grandchildren, you know. Just the list goes on and on. You know, and just being there doing the things that they're supposed to do to be a good citizen, you know. And they're working, doing the right thing, you know. Now they're dead because of it, you know. It's just unbelievable, you know. I sure wished I could have. I would have felt more like a hero, or you know, or something if I could have carried one of those babies out of there alive, you know. So if there could have been anything like that, you know. But that was what everybody was working for, you know. Help somebody, bring somebody out alive, you know. That was what we were all about. That was what everybody was all about. I'd just like to thank all the people of Oklahoma for, you know, pitching in and taking care of business, you know, and doing what needed to be done in such a beautiful manner, you know, just get in there and handle the deal, you know.